The rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. With those battles in the 80s and the 90s, put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. On the move from inside his 5. So Miami's offense will have the football first. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival.
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Mensa lobs it off the back foot. Upstairs to make the catch.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37. And the Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes! He got a step and just dusted the field. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense standing in the way as one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Pressure coming, and he never had a chance.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Trying play action. Unloads it left. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Mueller. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Throws for the tight end. Grabs it.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Canes!
How about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw. Sack! All the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. The sure hands, it's Mueller. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football, and now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
The Canes have it with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. On the ground. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner is stopped. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are full sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Has to throw this off his back foot. Pulls it in down the middle. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Off play action. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing, Mensah. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The option, the keeper. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Noles want to crank the tempo. Quick catch on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Catches it at the 15. Here he is to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. A quick pass to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're going to run it, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.